What does it mean to be a winner? Many people think it's about trophies, recognition, or fame. But winning is about something far deeper. It's about a mindset, one that refuses to quit, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Every successful person you admire has faced countless obstacles. They've encountered moments of doubt, faced rejection, and even considered quitting. But there's one thing they all have in common: they didn't stop. They didn't allow temporary setbacks to define their path. You see, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Every time you fall, you gain valuable insight. Winners understand that failure is simply a teacher dressed in a tough disguise. The key is to learn from those experiences and keep moving forward. But here's the catch: motivation will not always be there to push you. There will be mornings when you don't feel like getting out of bed. On those days, discipline becomes your best friend. Winners know that showing up consistently, even when it's hard, separates them from the rest. And above all, winners have a vision. They know where they're headed, even if the path is unclear today. That vision becomes their guiding light when the road is dark and filled with challenges. If you find yourself thinking about quitting, remember this: success belongs to those who stay the course. It's not about how fast you get there, it's about your ability to keep going. So when life knocks you down, don't stay down. Rise. When the challenges seem overwhelming, take one more step. Winners are not extraordinary people, they are simply those who refuse to quit. Today, I urge you to adopt the winner's mindset. Lock in your goals, face every challenge head on, and never, ever quit. Because if you keep pushing forward, success is inevitable. Keep going, and the world will call you what you were destined to be: a winner. Commitment is non-negotiable. Commitment is the foundation upon which all success is built. When a person makes an unwavering decision to pursue a goal, that decision must be treated as final. Winners understand this fundamental principle. They do not negotiate with their dreams based on fleeting emotions or temporary setbacks. The world is filled with people who started strong but faded away because their commitment wavered when faced with challenges. True winners, however, hold firm even when the path gets difficult. They are not easily swayed by criticism, delays, or unforeseen problems. Commitment demands a willingness to stay focused, regardless of how many obstacles appear. It means showing up on the days you feel inspired and, more importantly, on the days you don't. The beauty of unwavering commitment is that it breeds momentum. Over time, what was once challenging becomes second nature, and progress accelerates. Many successful individuals will tell you that their defining moment wasn't when things were easy, but when they chose not to give up in the face of adversity. People often confuse interest with commitment. Being interested in success is easy, it requires little sacrifice and demands no accountability. But being committed means you will do whatever it takes. You will endure the long nights, the criticism, and the countless moments when you're tempted to quit. A committed person operates with a clear sense of purpose and does not entertain the possibility of failure. The world doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards relentless action fueled by commitment. Once you make a decision to win, burn the bridges behind you. Take quitting off the table. Winners understand that commitment is non-negotiable because it is the very key that unlocks the door to their destiny. Failure is a stepping stone. Failure is often misunderstood. Many people see it as the opposite of success when, in reality, it's one of the most crucial components of achieving greatness. No journey to success is without its share of challenges, missteps, and setbacks. What separates winners from everyone else is their ability to see failure not as a dead end, but as a valuable stepping stone to success. They don't run from it, they embrace it, learn from it, and use it as fuel to move forward. Consider this: some of the most successful individuals in history have failed countless times before reaching their goals. Thomas Edison famously conducted over 1,000 unsuccessful experiments before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he didn't view them as defeats but as discoveries of ways that wouldn't work. That mindset was the key to his eventual triumph. Winners understand that failure is not final unless you choose to make it so. The lessons we gain from failure are often far more valuable than those we learn from immediate success. When things go wrong, we are forced to reassess our approach, analyze our mistakes, and develop new strategies. This process sharpens our problem-solving abilities and strengthens our resilience. It's through failure that we build the mental toughness needed to handle the challenges that come with success. Failure only becomes a stepping stone when you respond to it correctly. Winners don't dwell on their mistakes or let them define their self-worth. Instead, they ask, what can I learn from this experience? And how can I grow stronger because of it? They use failure as a compass to guide them toward better decisions. Each setback becomes a lesson that brings them one step closer to their goal. In contrast, those who fear failure often remain stuck in their comfort zones. They avoid risks and miss out on opportunities for growth. But winners know that growth only happens when you step into the unknown, where the possibility of failure exists. They understand that the fear of failure is far more crippling than failure itself. The key is to develop a mindset that views failure as temporary and instructional. Every setback is a chance to refine your skills, deepen your understanding, and strengthen your resolve. When you adopt this perspective, failure loses its power to hold you back. It becomes a natural and essential part of the success journey. Success is simply the result of perseverance through failures. The road to greatness is paved with countless lessons learned along the way. Winners recognize that failure is not an obstacle, it's a necessary part of the process. And when you embrace failure as a stepping stone, there is nothing that can stand in the way of your ultimate victory. Vision guides resilience. Having a clear vision is essential for anyone who aspires to succeed. It serves as your internal compass, guiding you through both the smooth and turbulent phases of life. Without vision, it's easy to become lost, distracted, or disheartened when challenges arise. Winners know this truth well. They cultivate a strong, unwavering vision that keeps them focused and determined, even when the road gets rough. A well-defined vision provides clarity. When you know where you're headed, decisions become simpler and distractions lose their grip on you. You have a destination in mind, and every action you take becomes aligned with that purpose. In contrast, those without vision often drift aimlessly, reacting to circumstances instead of proactively shaping their lives. They are easily swayed by setbacks and discouraged by difficulties because they lack a compelling reason to push forward. Vision is not just about setting goals, it's about connecting with a deeper purpose. It gives meaning to your efforts and fuels your passion. When challenges arise, and they always do, your vision becomes the anchor that keeps you steady. It reminds you why you started in the first place and reignites your determination to see things through. Winners don't just see the obstacles in front of them, they keep their eyes fixed on the ultimate prize. But vision alone is not enough. It must be paired with resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. Resilience is built when you face difficulties head-on and refuse to let them derail your progress. When you encounter obstacles, your vision becomes the fuel that helps you bounce back stronger. It transforms setbacks into opportunities for growth and learning. Take, for example, the story of successful entrepreneurs, athletes, or artists. Behind their victories are countless nights of uncertainty, rejection, and failure. What kept them going was their vision. They visualized the finish line even when the path was unclear. That vision became their guiding light, empowering them to endure hardships and persist through moments when quitting seemed like the easier option. One key to maintaining your vision during challenging times is to constantly remind yourself of it. Write it down, visualize it daily, and speak it aloud if you must. Keep it at the forefront of your mind. When doubts and distractions threaten to pull you off course, your vision will serve as a powerful reminder of what you're working toward. Another important aspect of vision is adaptability. While your destination should remain clear, the path to get there may change. Winners understand this and are willing to adjust their strategies while staying true to their overarching vision. This flexibility ensures that temporary setbacks do not become permanent roadblocks. Vision is what keeps winners on track, but resilience is what keeps them moving. The two are inseparable. Together they create a force that is unstoppable. When you know where you're going and refuse to give up, no challenge is too great, no setback too severe. So today, ask yourself, what is your vision? What is the purpose that fuels your desire to succeed? Once you have that answer, hold on to it with everything you have. Let it guide you, empower you, and help you build the resilience needed to achieve greatness. Because winners are not defined by the absence of challenges, they are defined by their ability to stay focused and resilient in pursuit of their vision. Discipline over motivation. One of the most misunderstood concepts in the pursuit of success is the difference between motivation and discipline. Many people rely on motivation to get things done, but here's the truth: motivation is fleeting. It's unreliable, inconsistent, subject to the whims of our emotions. One day you're motivated and ready to conquer the world. The next day you're struggling to get out of bed. Winners understand that success isn't built on fleeting bursts of enthusiasm. It's built on the rock-solid foundation of discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It means sticking to your commitments, pushing through discomfort, and maintaining focus regardless of your emotional state. While motivation gets you started, discipline keeps you going. It's the quiet but powerful force that drives consistent effort over time, and it's the secret weapon of every true winner. Imagine an athlete training for a marathon. They can't afford to wait for motivation to strike before lacing up their running shoes. If they did, they'd never be prepared for race day. Instead, they rely on discipline. They create a training schedule and stick to it, rain or shine, whether they're in the mood or not. Over time, that discipline transforms them from a novice runner into a marathon finisher. This principle applies to every area of life, from business to personal development to relationships. One of the most valuable lessons winners learn is that discipline breeds momentum. When you consistently show up and do the work, even on the days you don't feel like it, you start to build habits. Those habits become automatic, and before you know it, you're making progress without even thinking about it. What once felt difficult becomes second nature. This momentum is what propels winners forward and keeps them ahead of the pack. To develop discipline, start by setting clear, specific goals. Vague aspirations lead to vague results. You know exactly what you want to achieve and break it down into actionable steps. Next, create a routine that supports your goals. Consistency is key. Winners don't leave their success to chance, they plan for it. By establishing a routine, you remove the need to make constant decisions about whether or not to take action. You simply follow the plan. Another critical aspect of discipline is accountability. Winners hold themselves accountable for their actions and outcomes. They don't make excuses or blame external circumstances. If they fall short, they take responsibility and adjust their approach. One effective way to stay accountable is to track your progress. Whether it's through a journal, an app, or a simple checklist, keeping a record of your efforts helps you stay focused and motivated. It's also essential to develop a mindset that embraces discomfort. Discipline often requires doing things that are uncomfortable or inconvenient. But growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Winners don't shy away from challenges, they face them head on. They understand that every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Now, let's address a common misconception. Discipline doesn't mean depriving yourself of joy or becoming a robot. It's about creating structure and habits that support your long-term happiness and success. In fact, discipline often leads to greater freedom because it helps you achieve your goals more efficiently and effectively. When you have control over your actions and decisions, you're no longer at the mercy of fleeting emotions or external circumstances. It's important to celebrate your progress. Discipline is a long-term game, and recognizing your achievements along the way helps you stay motivated and maintain momentum. Winners understand the value of both small and big wins. They take time to acknowledge their efforts and use that positive reinforcement to fuel their journey. So, how do you build a life defined by discipline rather than fleeting motivation? It starts with a decision. A decision to commit to your goals no matter what. A decision to show up every day, even when it's hard. A decision to be the person who does what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. The truth is, anyone can feel motivated when things are going well, but it takes a true winner to stay disciplined when the excitement fades, when challenges arise, and when progress seems slow. And that discipline is what separates the successful from the rest. Remember this: winners don't wait for motivation, they create momentum through discipline. When you harness the power of discipline, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Every day becomes an opportunity to take one step closer to your dreams. Discipline is your superpower. Use it, and you'll never have to rely on fleeting motivation again. Failure is the stepping stone to success. One of the greatest misconceptions about success is that it's a straight line, a path where every step is filled with victories and smooth progress. But ask any accomplished person, and they will tell you the truth. Failure is inevitable. In fact, it's essential. Winners don't see failure as the opposite of success. They see it as a critical part of the journey. Each setback is a lesson, each obstacle a teacher, and each disappointment a stepping stone toward greatness. The difference between winners and everyone else lies in how they respond to failure. Most people see failure as a sign to quit, a signal that they are not good enough, or proof that their dreams are unrealistic. Winners, on the other hand, see failure as feedback. They understand that every mistake is an opportunity to learn, improve, and grow stronger. When they fall, they don't stay down, they get back up, analyze what went wrong, and try again with renewed determination. History is filled with stories of individuals who turned failure into success. Take Thomas Edison, for example. Before inventing the electric light bulb, he failed thousands of times. When asked about these failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's relentless mindset is a testament to the fact that failure is not final, it's a stepping stone to innovation and achievement. Failure tests your resilience. It challenges you to dig deeper, think creatively, and find new solutions. Without failure, growth would be impossible. Imagine a child learning to walk. They stumble, fall, and sometimes cry, but they never give up. Each fall teaches them balance, strength, and coordination. Eventually, they take those first confident steps. Success works the same way. The only difference is that as adults, we sometimes forget that falling is part of the process. One of the most important skills winners develop is the ability to reframe failure. Instead of seeing it as a reflection of their worth, they view it as data, valuable information that can guide their next steps. This mindset shift is powerful. It turns setbacks into stepping stones and obstacles into opportunities for growth. Winners ask themselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I do better next time? This mindset transforms every failure into a building block for success. Another key aspect of handling failure is letting go of the fear of judgment. Many people are so afraid of what others will think if they fail that they never even try. Winners don't let the opinions of others dictate their actions. They understand that the journey to success is personal and unique. They focus on their own growth and progress rather than seeking validation from others. It's also essential to develop emotional resilience. Failure can be painful, and it's natural to feel disappointed or frustrated when things don't go as planned. But winners don't dwell in that negative space for long. They acknowledge their emotions, process them, and then shift their focus back to their goals. They don't allow temporary setbacks to cloud their long-term vision. One strategy for bouncing back from failure is to have a clear plan for recovery. When things go wrong, take a step back and assess the situation. Identify what didn't, and what changes you need to make moving forward. This process of reflection and adjustment is what turns failures into valuable learning experiences. It's also important to celebrate your resilience. Every time you bounce back from failure, you're building mental and emotional strength. Recognize and appreciate your ability to persevere. This self-acknowledgement reinforces your determination and boosts your confidence. Winners also surround themselves with a supportive network. They seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who encourage them to keep going, even when the road gets tough. These relationships provide perspective, advice, and motivation during challenging times. Remember, success is not a solo journey. Having the right people in your corner can make all the difference. Winners understand that failure is temporary, but quitting is permanent. No setback is so great that it cannot be overcome. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. As long as you keep moving forward, learning and improving, you are on the path to success. So the next time you encounter failure, don't see it as a reason to quit. See it as an invitation to rise higher, think smarter, and work harder. Remember, every great achievement was born from a series of failures. Each stumble brings you one step closer to success. Winners never quit because they know that failure is not the end, it's the beginning of something greater. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you toward your dreams. Success is waiting on the other side. Keep going and you will get there.